Hello, I'm Carissa Hartmann, and today we'll be presenting research that we conducted in the OC lab under Dr. Samantha Schoon.
Hi, I'm Eric. In the OC lab, we study swallowing and dysphagia over a large age range.
And I'm Natalie Hanson, and today we will be presenting on the differences in respiratory swallowing patterns across eating conditions among healthy older adults. Safe and efficient eating relies on the precise coordination of the respiratory and swallowing systems. To prevent food and liquid from entering into the lungs, the airway needs to be closed during the swallow. Exhaling before and after the swallow is considered to be the most protective pattern and most commonly observed in healthy younger adults. Non-oral pre-swallow sensory cues, such as proprioception from the arm as it starts to feed, are known to influence certain eating actions. Both older and younger adults begin to open their mouths in anticipation of eating. We also know that this mouth opening movement is variable depending on the types of cues available. However, there is lacking research on the effects of aging and sensory environment on the respiratory patterns during swallowing. The purpose of this study was to characterize the pre- and post-swallow respiratory patterns in older adults across different eating environments.
Let's continue into the methods. We had 18 healthy older adults between the age range of 65 and 90, 11 females and 7 males. Each participated under 3 conditions, 1 self-feeding, 2 assisted feeding, and the third being assisted blindfolded feeding. In each condition, they consumed 10 bites of applesauce by spoon and 10 sips of water by metal straw. Data was collected through the BioPack MP150 system and analyzed in Acknowledge and Excel. The variables of interest for the current study were respiratory and laryngeal patterns. Specifically, we analyzed whether there was an inhalation or exhalation before and after the laryngeal swallow.
The results that we obtained from the data was 972 and 960 swallows. We analyzed them to determine pre-swallow and post-swallow respiratory patterns, respectively. Data was collapsed across all participants. Across all conditions, exhalations most commonly observed prior to the swallow, with no significant differences across the 3 conditions. Across all conditions, inhalations were most commonly observed after the swallow, with a trend for increasing percentages given increased non-oral pre-swallow sensory loss. Our conclusions are that the majority of swallows by older adults were followed by an inhalation. Notably, these respiratory patterns appeared to be influenced by eating environment, with an increased percentage of inhalations occurring during blindfolded assisted feeding as compared to self-feeding. These preliminary findings support that alterations in the sensory environments associated with eating may increase risk for airway compromise among older adults. Implications for clinical practice for speech-language pathologists and nursing staff include challenging the assumption that providing patients with feeding assistance is a safer eating environment. Future work should continue to explore differences across sensory environments with individuals and also explore differences across consistency type with water versus applesauce. Thank you very much. If you have any additional questions about the research that is being done in the OC lab or about dysphagia in general, you can contact our lab leader, Dr. Samantha Schoon, at the email address that's located under the references.